despite the fact that the developers said it's not happening. Apparently, when Wukong devs say that they can't do something, it's legit. But when another dev says something that isn't going to PlayStation, it's made up. It's fallacy. They're just saying that for the sake of it. It's not true.
Now, I don't know why Screen Rant is saying it's a rumor. It's not a rumor. We have an actual document that it's a 3-month exclusive. They recently said they have no plans on PlayStation. All right, hang on. Stalker 2 dev, no plans, PlayStation. That was the exact phrasing.
He can't accept it.
The director revealed that there are no plans to port Stalker 2 to PS5 anytime soon. In fact, it doesn't seem like a port is in the works at all. That's odd. Why would you sign a 3-year exclusive deal? A 3-month exclusive deal if you're not making it for the other platform? That's weird.
Why is it weird? It's already been documented and said at the GDC. Was it last year or the year before? They said that because of the way Microsoft supported them and helped them when the war broke out and helped them relocate very quickly, them and their families, they said that at that point, as a way of showing gratitude, obviously time changes and things are always liquid. They're not bound to anything, but they said that they were going to keep it exclusive. So why is it weird? They're just reiterating what they said already over a year ago. They said the same thing at GDC. Now they're saying it again.
When asked whether they had any plans to port Stalker 2 to other platforms, he said, "We were fully focused on developing and now supporting PC and Xbox and Series X versions." He stuck to his statement and he replied by saying, "The PC and the Xbox Series X and S versions of Stalker are the only ones we have developed and are supporting."
That's it. If they've said, these are the only versions we have developed, that means there is not a PlayStation port in development or developed at all. There's nothing. So it would have to start from the porting from scratch. There's nothing there. There's nothing. Now, whether it goes or not, I personally don't care. It's a third-party game. But why is he so upset and refusing to accept what the developer is saying? Remember, this is the same, these are the same guys that had the complete opposite effect when it came to Wukong. But now they're refusing to believe or listen to what the developer's saying. The publisher is saying.
Those answers sound like contract commitment answers. Did you hear how he phrased it?
See?
I don't know. These headlines are misleading.
So when it comes to the Wukong devs, it's one thing. But when it comes to the Stalker devs, you can't listen to what the devs are saying. Clearly, you can't listen to what they're saying. What they're saying isn't true. They're lying. They're just fabricating it. It's a myth.
We were fully focused on developing and now supporting the PC and the Xbox Series X and S versions. Okay. They followed up asking if there were about the rumors about the 3-month exclusivity contract, which isn't a rumor. It was a leaked document. And he doesn't comment on the document. He says, the PC and Xbox Series X and S versions of Stalker 2 are the only ones we have developed and are supporting.
That's it. What more do you want him to say? There is no PS5 version in development. What I don't get is, why is it a problem? Why can't they take what the developer is saying at face value? They took the Wukong developer at face value. The Wukong developer said, we don't have the experience or the know-how how to do it. Now, if Microsoft want to send people over to make it work and work their magic, whatever, then we can do something about it. But until that happens, we're not going to invest in more staff to make it work. And we don't internally have the know-how to do it. So we can't do it. We aren't experienced enough. And they're taking that and twisting it to something completely different. But now the developers, and over here they're telling you, there's no plans. There's nothing in development. And it's all a fabricated lie and a myth, and it's just been worded in a way to deceive?
That is not him saying that they're not bringing it to PS5 or have no plans.
They literally said they have no plans to release a PS5. That's not him saying that. What? What? We have no plans on a PS5 version. That's not him saying that there's no plans. I mean, Showtime, aside from that fact, he just read the developer's statement saying they have no plans for a PS5 version. And now he's saying they're not saying that they have no plans for a PS5 version.
That is a very, very corporate contract, abiding by the contract language. That's what that is. He's abiding by the contract. He didn't even comment on the contract.
Why does he need to talk about the contract? There's nothing in development and there's no plans. They've said that it's literally a contradiction. You can't be this stupid. Like, he is so hurt that the developers have chosen, even if it is for the time being, to just completely ignore the PS5 version. He is so hurt by it. Just look at him. He is so angry right now. Look at that face. He wants to burn the screen with his eyes. The heat rays or something.
Looks like Xbox will still have exclusives. No, I don't think so.
He is so upset. He is so upset that Xbox has an exclusive. He is so upset. It's insane, right?
This is an old deal. This contract predates 2021, brother. Did you hear the one report I read from IGN? Look at this report. This is in the world of video games. This is ancient. As part of the internal Xbox documents acquired by The Verge, right here down here in the second paragraph, it'll be an Xbox console exclusive for 3 months in Q4 of 2021. This deal was signed like 2020, 2019.
Chat, can you read the second to last sentence? Keep in mind, he said Xbox has no exclusives. Keep in mind, he said Xbox has no exclusives. And then just look at what he's written there. Just look at what's written. No way.
That's ancient. That's 5 years ago. That's 6 years ago. They're not doing exclusives anymore. And I guarantee you, his answer is so corporate. He's like, he won't. You missed that one? Yeah, sorry. I didn't show it. I just read it, so it was easy for you to miss. That's old, man. They're not signing contracts like that anymore. I guarantee you. They're not spending money on exclusives. They're not limiting their own content to be exclusive. No way. If they want exclusives, they would have their own studios. Yeah, I don't think they would do that. Contracts can change. Well, right, but when he's asked about Stalker 2 coming to PlayStation, his answer is so not a direct answer.
His answer is, we are only working on Xbox and PC versions. There is no other version in development, and there is no plans for a PS5 version. How is that a non-answer? How is that a non-answer? I mean, at this point, you have to question where the logic is. You have to question where the logic is. The developer is telling you there's no PlayStation version in development and there's no plans for a PS5 version. What is difficult to understand about that?
He wouldn't speak to the contracts. So he completely dodges that part of the question, and then
there was no question about the contract. The 3-month contract was there. That was leaked and it was documented, but that's got nothing to do with this. They have openly said that there is no PS5 version planned or in development. And last year at the GDC, they also said that they've got no plans because of what Microsoft done for them. Now, in 5 years' time, if they decide plans change, business is fluid, things can change, just like eventually Final Fantasy 16 is going to come to Xbox. And, you've already heard Kitase say that he wants 7 to appear on Xbox as well. Things will happen. But right now, there's no plans. So you look at the here and the now and act on the information you've been given.
He's like, that's all we've done, or that's all we've been building, or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to port it.
Oh, so does this... Okay, so wait. Based on that logic, right? Does this mean that Spider-Man, God of War is going to come to Xbox? Because just because they haven't done it doesn't mean they're not going to port it. Can we use that same logic? So just because they haven't done it with Returnal, it doesn't mean that they're not going to port it. Just because they haven't done this with Horizon doesn't mean they're going to port it. Does he understand how stupid that logic sounds?
That doesn't mean that you couldn't have another company port it as well. He's just speaking to what they did.
Now he's saying that doesn't... So they're not going to port it. So does this mean that as long as Insomniac isn't doing the porting work to Xbox, they can outsource it to another company to do it, and that's okay? So now he's confirming that all PlayStation games are potentially now coming to Xbox? Is that what he's confirming here? Because it doesn't have to be from the official developers, right? It doesn't have to be from the parent developers. They can outsource it to another one and go around that way and say, well, we didn't say we were porting it. They're porting it. This is getting dumb. I think I'm losing brain cells here.
When did it release? What's the exact release date of Stalker 2? I can't remember. It was middle of November, wasn't it? November 20th.
It will, Force.
Okay,
it will.
December,
and
January,
that is going to be
February.
A very, very,
we'll
very funny day.
We will know. We will know by March, I bet. I bet once they're outside of the 3 months, all of a sudden they announce it, or it becomes known that, oh yeah, we're bringing it over.
That is oh, that is special. That is special. Not as special as this, but it is special.